Just a plain simple recovery on here. Already tested it with the analyzer. It was pure 100% refrigerant, other than it did have 3% air mixed in with it. No big deal. So we're back on to the RAV4, the infinite RAV4. This sucker, so I've had 4 blow-offs with this Toyota clip. This car particularly, this was the one I just did a video. I either released it a few days before, or maybe I'll group them all together. But this one, the clip blew off of the Toyota, the plastic clip. So this was a fail. And I've had 3 more this week on Toyota clips that blew off. So I have a 3 total, or no, yeah, 3 more, and 1 was a rub through. All because of these Toyota clips that either you guys are trying to reuse. This one turned out to be, I asked the technician, he says yes, it was new. It just unfortunately wasn't installed correctly. So it held pressure, it passed the nitrogen decay test, pressure decay test, vacuum decay test. It actually worked for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes with refrigerant in it, cooling. I was performing my test. I was getting ready to go and finish up my work order, and right in front of me as I was standing there, it just blew off. And you could still see some of the wetness here of the oil and dye. If I had my UV light, you'd see that little area glows, because the dye and refrigerant came shooting out from underneath, and it hit right above here in the bumper, and where the seam is, oil was pouring out. So that is it on this one. So this turned into like $1,000 recharge, just because it had to be done twice, and it's YF refrigerant, so it's super expensive. And that's the cost of learning. And either you get it right or you don't get it right. And like all the shops, I'm going around and I'm trying to tell owners and managers, grab this little clip, get all your employees together in one group, and explain to them how this one clip has to be new every time, and show an experiment on one vehicle so everybody sees it at once, to learn how to do it right once the first time properly, so it doesn't come back. There's no reason to let every technician in the shop learn the hard way by having a refrigerant release and having to be charged twice to do the same car. Because if you're $300, $400, $500 per vehicle for a recharge, and then you lose it because you didn't put a clip in right, or you tried to reuse a clip and you get charged another for it, don't cry, look in the mirror, and there lies your teaching experience right there. Instead of going out and learning, you learn the hard way. There's people who learn by mistakes, and people learn ahead of time. They read, and they go to classes, they attend webinars, they pay for seminars, they go and fly themselves out to expos, or they whine and cry and complain how things are difficult, and they make losses because of all these new things. Instead of learning the first time by educating themselves, they learn by education of the school of hard knocks of breaking stuff, and then cry about it. Don't cry about it, learn about it. See you guys.